Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Now, I know I was meant to stream yesterday, but things popped up and I couldn't get the stream in. I couldn't do it. Got way too preoccupied. But we're here and we have a number of topics. Now I'm streaming using the internet through the PS5 again, because we are gonna talk about Strauss Zelnick's thoughts on GTA 6 and the delay. Now, I gotta change something real quick. So we're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about just things to do prior to the launch of GTA 6, because there's a lot of things happening this year in general anyway, and we shouldn't overthink those things, or better yet, we shouldn't put everything to the wayside with GTA 6 on mind for next year, when there's good things, games, movies, TV series happening this year. So we're gonna talk about that. I also have another topic, which is GTA 6's game mechanics. I don't think too much people have well, we're gonna focus on it anyway, these particular things, because they kind of fall in line with my hopes and expectations again. So we're gonna address that. But before we start with Strauss Zelnick on CNBC, I'm also going to, after my streams from now on, I'm going to cut up each section and put them on the channel. So after this stream, I'm going to upload sections of this stream onto the channel with their own thumbnails and whatnot. Basically like what, for example, Maximilian Dude does. He'll do his stream and then he'll cut up segments of it based on the topic he's talking about. So that's basically what I'm going to do from now on, just to add to the content, more content. But yes, let's go into this.
Weaker than expected guidance for the full year bookings, but stock, we mentioned, is up 60% year on year. Joining us right now to break down the numbers and what is going on. We'll also talk about Grand Theft Auto, as you might imagine. Strauss Zelnick is here, Take-Two chairman and CEO. What is going on? Where are we here?
Listen, we just reported a great year, pretty much firing across the entire range of the company. So Rockstar reported a better quarter for Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto Online.
Right, so that is really interesting. That for whatever the reason, I think I read that Red Dead Redemption sold 4 million copies from January to May of just this year. That is incredible. And you know how much I love Red Dead Redemption 2. one of my best games of all time, along with Shenmue. So this is like fantastic news, which also gives some merit to the rumor that they're going to release a next gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm gonna probably speak more on that in the next stream when a bit more information comes out, because they mention that they've got 4 IPs coming out this year, I think it is. So if one of them is Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen, which is probably one of the most easiest things they can do if they want a cash grab, just them making it 60 frames, higher resolution, that alone could sell them more PS5 Pros, for example. So Strauss saying this might give some merit to the possibility of us getting a next gen version of Red Dead Redemption 2.
2K had terrific releases with Civ 7. NBA is up year over year, sold in almost 10 million units. And Zynga has multiple hits in market, which is tough to do in the mobile space.
But everybody's focused on Grand Theft Auto 6, right? Like that is
That's
the,
right.
Is that a but? That seems like an and.
The fact that your shares can be up 60% with the release delay of that by another 6 months.
That's what I was going to ask.
Extraordinary.
Let's talk about the delay because people just want to understand what's happening there.
Well, it's pretty short delay. It's less than 6 months. And generally, when we announce a date,
So that's something to take note of. He says that it was less, the delay is less than 6 months, which also proves a point that I made in my other stream, that I believe the game was going to be released on the 25th of October, if not the 25th of November. If I'm correct about 25th of November 2025 was the original date, then that would make it December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 6 months. Or the 25th of October, which I most likely feel like it was. That's a 7 month delay. But we're forgetting that once the game goes gold, I'd say about between 2 weeks to a month, all the journalists get the game. So that's IGN, GameSpot, Eurogamer, the influencers, gaming ones online. They get the game before they then get to release their reviews for the game. So they're delaying the game up until, I believe, March. They'll do their more so heavy marketing from probably February, because there was that rumor about the game trailer 2 might be announced or released this Valentine's. But maybe whatever that rumor was, maybe that might happen next year, and then we get maybe trailer 3 in February of next year. Or maybe we get it this year and we get we start getting the ads for pre-orders, which apparently is coming out this year, but we will probably get something big February of next year. The game goes out early April, end of March, and then the game goes. Matter of fact, that's too early. End of April. Yeah, end of April is when all the journalists and everyone gets the game. And then we get the game as the public May 26th. But to avoid any kind of leaks, because they've already dealt with one already, I'm pretty sure they'll keep it sealed until first week of May. So the game will be completed April. So that actually makes sense. 6 months. But I believe all the journalists will get the game about a week prior to. So they'll have a week to complete the game.
Certain we're able to hit that date. But the key thing is that Rockstar Games is trying to create the best thing anyone's ever seen in entertainment, not just interactive entertainment. That's a tall order. And I think consumers have huge hopes for the title. We just launched the second trailer to 475 million views in 24 hours, setting a new record. The last record, incidentally, was ours.
How much do you think the whole system was thinking about that in terms of the ecosystem? For the holidays, was thinking about that game?
Well, let's not overstate the case. We all look at one another's release schedule and make sure that we don't stack up releases. So that's not unique to Grand Theft Auto. But the delay itself is really a reflection.
Wait, what exactly did he say? Let me try to catch that. Did he say what I thought he said?
Overstate the case. We all look at one another's release schedule and make sure that we don't stack up releases. So that's not unique to Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, so he's basically referring to the fact that if they're releasing their game, they're not gonna release when another major AAA game will be coming out. Because I'm thinking about Mafia Old Country, which is also a Rockstar IP. There was no release date until this got its new release date. Mafia Old Country then got its release date. I think it's for August. So we will be playing that going into fall, which would have been the original date for GTA 6, which is not happening. So therefore it's in spring of next year. So yeah, let me hear that
About
again.
that in terms of the ecosystem, for the holidays, was thinking about that game.
Well, let's not overstate the case. We all look at one another's release schedule and make sure that we don't stack up releases. So that's not unique to Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, so that might give a little more credence to the possibility of Red Dead Redemption 2 next gen coming out this year. They have some other things cooking for this year. So to help avoid cannibalizing sales and giving more time to polish GTA 6, the delay kind of fits in with their schedule.
But the delay itself is really a reflection of desire to polish and create the best possible experience
Yeah.
for consumers. And we as a company have been known not to have sort of slavish devotion to release dates, but rather to seek the highest quality entertainment. And that's really, supported our
Great.
success over many years.
Have you played with it? Have you seen it?
Is it done? Is it ready?
John, you don't play a lot.
Still
though.
rendered?
I'm not a gamer.
We were talking about this earlier. You don't play a lot. So
They're kind of
Not a
speaking
lot.
for
I
him.
don't play video games.
At
but-
all?
No, I do not. I'm not the consumer in chief. I am
So when they
responsible
show
for...
you the game,
Consumer
Right.
in chief.
do you
It's funny.
offer notes on the game? How does that work?
I share my opinions pretty openly. I think being the consumer in chief in an entertainment business as the CEO is probably a mistake. I wasn't the consumer in chief in the movie business or the television business or the music business, even though, you know, I certainly
Right.
can read a script and I definitely love music and I was in.
That's a misconception. He is like the chief executive officer. He's the CEO of the major company, Take-Two, which owns Rockstar. You would need to ask that question to a Rockstar either developer or director about that, because his whole focus is the product being the best product it can be to make the most amount of money it can make to satisfy all the stock and stakeholders, all the partners involved in pumping money into this particular project.
Musician. That's not my role. My role is to attract, retain, and motivate the best talent in the business and then get out of their way.
In terms
Right.
of just trends in the business, how much of it is going mobile, and how much do you think stays on the console?
Well, mobile is a fast-growing part of our business, and the interactive entertainment business broadly is the fastest-growing part of the entertainment business. The reason that we acquired Zynga nearly 3 years ago is because mobile is such an important part of the business. Today, that's a little bit over 50% of our net bookings, and it's going incredibly
And
well.
what does that look
That's
like
huge.
to you 5 years from now?
Well, that's actually the point. The reason that we made that decision at the time that we did was I looked actually 10 years down the road and said, I can't imagine in 10 years only being exposed to console and PC. I think we have to be exposed to mobile. That's where a huge part of the market is. That's basically our older consumers and our female consumers are actively in the mobile business.
And so it's different. That's what's interesting about it is, okay, people are going to be on the phone, but they're still have the core gamers are not necessarily migrating in the same way.
It's not a migration. It's in the same way that people aren't
Adaptation,
migrating
most
from
likely.
half-hour comedies to 2-hour movies. And people aren't migrating from 2-hour movies to TikTok.
Right.
These serve different needs at different times and sometimes different populations.
Can I ask you to weigh in on a headline this morning? Because I'm curious what you think. I don't know if you saw Charter is merging with Cox.
I did.
And I would imagine broadband is an important part of the way you think about how you get these games to people.
Absolutely.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think happens? Do you think the government allows this? And do you think there's going to be a lot more of these mergers?
I think the combined market share is such that this FTC is likely to be friendly to the deal. I think the last FTC obviously would have stood in the way because, I mean,
What else would they do?
well,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
I mean, they stood in the way of you grabbing a taxi on Broadway. So I think it'll probably be fine. I think it's a reflection of the fact that with cable programming going where it's going, which is to say in a southerly direction, what remains is a really good distribution business, and that consolidation makes sense.
Does the satellite business matter to you? Do you think about that? We were talking about, I only mentioned that because we were talking about sort of the train tracks and
Well-
the idea that maybe satellite is ultimately going to upend the value of those train tracks.
So I think we've
That's
got
really- I mean,
the main
what
bulk
you're saying with new satellites is actually just
of GTA 6
traditional
information
overbuilding.
from the
But overbuilding is
CNBC
valuable
interview with
when people
Strauss
are
Zelnick.
underserved in areas that have fiber.
But-
and that does still exist both here and outside.
It's interesting
of
to
the US.
see
So
his thoughts
I'm not worried
on
about overbuilding actually
things in
destroying
the,
value and
gaming
distribution
sphere,
because
media
it's not
sphere in
historically the
general.
case. Secondly, there's so much opportunity for broader distribution. From our point of view, as an entertainment company, a software creator, more distribution, better distribution, always a good thing.
You want the overbuilding,
Well, we want to be able to reach consumers wherever they are in the highest quality way.
which may include, we talk about, and maybe, we could talk a little bit about whether it is the Middle East or other regions that you're eyeing for expansion, but, these are not, it's not just kind of industrial businesses that have their eye on those dollars. And I think that was highlighted with the president's trip this week, and some of it was all about AI. This is not the oil stories from 20 and 30 years ago.
Oh, well, that's right. And look, our business still is basically a United States and Western Europe and selected parts of Asia story. That's where our revenue comes
Yep.
from. And yet there's this massive growing market of consumers who love video games
Right.
located in the Middle East, located in India,
Yes.
located in Africa. We are not serving that population in the way we need to. And if we don't focus on that now, where are we going to be in 10 years? So,
Is internet a part of that? I mean,
absolutely. I mean, distribution, obviously. Higher quality, particularly for Africa and India, is a big issue. The region, Middle East, is pretty well developed in,
Let me ask you a different question, just-
infrastructure point of view.
All right. So that is Strauss Zelnick. And he basically referred to the delay as, from how it sounded, it was intentional. The intention was to delay GTA 6. Now, I'm just wondering, how deep in development did they know they were going to delay it? I kind of want to say I feel like they knew they were going to delay it in 2024 before Christmas. Probably fall of 2024. They knew they were going to delay it, because from that point it would be, are we going to meet fall of next year, 2025? And they said from fall to Christmas, there was still radio silence. So I guess they were just planning on how to drop the news that, one, we're going to delay the game, but along with that, we're going to introduce this whole website, 70 screenshots, and trailer 2. Because all in one go. They could have done the website at one hour during Christmas. They could have done the 70 screenshots February Valentine's Day, and then May 2026 just gone. Well, now they could have done trailer 2, but instead they was like, you know what, we'll just do it all as one package to showcase trailer 2. So that's that. I'm gonna stick with what I said, which is the game is gonna be here May 26th. It's gonna be made and available April. But I feel like they're gonna meet this deadline, and that there's not gonna be another delay. That's just my opinion. So now I want to talk about things in entertainment that we can entertain ourselves with, to do and play before GTA 6 comes out. As you can see, I was using the internet on PlayStation 5. So let's start with this. Mafia Old Country. You already know I'm a big Red Dead Redemption 2 fan. Mafia Old Country releases August, which is my birthday actually. And oops. And it's by 2K. Rockstar involvement, like, this is big. This is big. So let's watch this trailer, because I feel like this is something that we can occupy ourselves with prior to May 26th. Let's check it out.
Come in.
There we go,
Nobody is
2K.
not coming in
Looks fantastic.
Loyalty, honor, obedience. They set the man apart from the rest.
Now we're talking. This is, oh, I like this.
It's not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close?
The Indiana Jones game looked pretty cool, but there's something about this that looks awesome. Yeah, I can see myself having a lot of fun with this. I'm really hoping this game is as somewhat open, like Enchanted.
You again.
Like, this really reminds me of Uncharted. But that looks cool, man. That looks really good. Pre-order now. So this is August 8th. Mafia Old Country to pre-order to receive the Solidato pack. Okay, interesting. Just take a look at these screenshots. I mean, the graphics look fantastic. We haven't had a Western, well, at least to me, a Western-based old school game that comes anywhere close to Red Dead. And this looks like it would whet our appetite in the meantime, you know. Linear game, but hey.
Come in.
It looks entertaining. Should we check out this developer panel? No, we can't check that out. Initiation trailer.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Really wanted to see the gameplay
I do.
instead of the cinematics.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
This really gives me Enchanted vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
Family. My flesh has to burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath, welcome, Enzo.
This looks fantastic. So yeah, Mafia, the Old Country. The next game that I think we can look into is Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. This also comes out at the end of August. So August is going to be a big month. Let's take a look.
Colonel, Titan is
Now-
security on this place.
out of all of the Metal Gear Solids, I'm really lucky because Snake Eater was the one that I didn't play. A cousin of mine actually had Snake Eater, and he told me all about it, and I wanted to play it, but I was so intrigued by the things you can do in it and the story of Snake Eater and how the game plays out, that I was just satisfied with not even going back to playing it. So when they announced this, I was like, yep, this is the one for me. This is the one. So yeah, let's check this out.
He's coming here, I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
This looks so awesome.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss. I see it. The fear.
This is gonna be so epic.
Being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
But I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
This looks so epic.
Not finished yet.
Tactical espionage action. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. August 28th. Really close to my birthday. And more. Okay. We'll take more. So, yeah, August is a big month. August is a big month. So what do we have? May, June, July, August. Just 3 months. Just 3 months. And I'll be playing this. This is what I'm gonna do. I've still got Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. I will go back and continue playing that in a lead up to when this comes out. So I'll be playing Mafia Old Country alongside, after that, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. Just end game, just playing around and trying to unlock the trophies that I hadn't done, because I love Phantom Pain. Phantom Pain is a fantastic game. So I'll be doing that in the build up to this.
Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now.
Let's
doesn't
check
mean
out.
they always will be.
Let's check out this trailer.
Politics determine who you face.
Because after this, the next game
Abandoned me.
is Death Stranding 2.
We can believe in with absolute
So we got
certainty
August covered,
is the
which will
mission.
cover us
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
possibly through to September. So that's
Soviets
2
pulled out of
months.
Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Are you one of Vulcan's men?
No. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
I feel like
That's what they were making you build.
Snake's
Yes. The Shagohod.
voice acting
A
should be a
nuclear
little
tank
deeper.
capable of operating solo.
If it is complete,
It's not the
and
worst,
Colonel gets his hands on it,
though.
it will mean the end of the Cold War. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin. A world war.
Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Sorry I'm late.
Let's go. I think this soundtrack is gonna be pretty good as well. Yeah, I'm gassed. Damn, there's a lot of content with Metal Gear.
Approaching Soviet airspace. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Alright,
Just your name implies. Mission rests in...
maybe we'll come back to this, but you get the point. Metal Gear Solid 2. Sorry, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater will be the next one. So after that, I think Death Stranding 2. Now this comes out next month. Right? So we got something to look forward to next month. Let's take a look.
You, sir, are an unrepentant criminal, guilty of illegally entering our country on multiple occasions.
The only thing that I'm guilty of is doing your dirty work.
And by way of compensation, we have overlooked your crimes.
These are kind of my reactions to these as well, a little bit, even though I've seen them. This is gonna be fire, man. All my picks for things to do before GTA 6.
Pregnant women.
No one would possibly allow that.
That's why I have to smuggle them in. They make me bring them over from Mexico.
This thing between us. It was a mistake.
No. No, it was not a mistake. It was not a mistake.
I was actually thinking about getting the first one and playing that in a build up to this. If I can find this game for a good enough price, I might just do that as a lead up to this game. I love how this gives me Dune vibes. Lord, this is a long trailer.
To all the
This is a long trailer. But you get the point. I really think this is going to dominate June next month. And like I said, if I can get Death Stranding 1, if I could get it for a good price, I'll be playing this in the build up to this on the channel. So yeah, Death Stranding 2. Next game is a horror, and it's Silent Hill. Silent Hill F. Now apparently this game has been rumored to be out in December at least, but it's to be released this year. So let's check it out, because this will give us something to play end of this year, start of next year, and then we're gonna go into full swing a few months later into GTA 6, and I will be avoiding all spoilers and stuff for GTA 6. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to not be super caught up with stuff because I don't want to be spoiled around the time of April going into May of next year for GTA 6's launch. So the more things to distract us from that, the better. Okay, she looks scary. This is got something. There's something to this Silent Hill compared to the others. You know what? There's actually another game. What was the name of this game? There was a new game, Phantom Blade. Let me see when this is out. Ouch, that looked like it hurt. For the fact that you can wishlist this, kind of alludes to the game actually being out this year as well. So I hope that is the case, because give us this, that'll give us something to play from December to January at the least. Now Phantom Blade, I don't think it has a release date. Doesn't have a release date. They're saying there'll be a release date announced this year. Will it be out this year? Is the question. But if it is out before April of next year, then I will definitely say Phantom Blade is another game on this list. But Silent Hill F looks absolutely phenomenal, visually anyway. Hopefully it plays as good as it looks, because it really gives horror vibes, like, to the maximum. But let me just see if Phantom Blade is here. Why is this here? Because this is not Phantom Blade. Well, the one I'm talking about. Alright, so it's not even on the store at all yet, even. So that's the thing. Another game that we can look forward to is Mind's Eye, and this comes out next month. So we got Death Stranding and Mind's Eye. Let's take a look.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox. A moment.
And this is pertinent because former Rockstar developers worked on this game. So let's take a look.
Where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Welcome to Red Rock. Man, is it always this hot?
Oh, copyright music.
Existential potential of man with machine.
What's going on in there? It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her.
Like, this looks real good.
Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
Like, this looks very good. We should definitely take this serious. And this is out next month. So we got something. This and Death Stranding 2 for next month. Let's go. So yeah, that's going to be added to the wish list. And yeah. Mind's Eye, and there's one more. And this is a big one. Ghost of Yate. So you might have seen on my channel that I completed Ghost of Tsushima, or when it launched, on its hardest difficulty. Really good game. I gave it a 7 out of 10, but I never did play the DLC until recently. So I completed the DLC that is on the channel, which now leaves me with time for Ghost of Yate. Yate. So this is out October. This is actually out in fall of this year. So what did we have? We had Metal Gear Solid and Mafia Old Country coming out in August. By the time we're done with them, we will have Ghost of Yotei. Let's check it out.
Unreal. A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
Who are you? I thought we killed your whole family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry. It came to this, little wolf.
This low-key kind of gives me Blue-Eyed Samurai vibes, which I really like.
Situ Rainu. Why do you always call me that?
It means one who is easily lost in the hunt.
Game looks phenomenal. Pretty much as good as Ghost of Tsushima, really. My only hope is that there's more to the survival element of the game, more things to interact with within the buildings, and then they're on to a winner, along with being able to reenact the fights with
Back where all this started.
the bosses, because that was one of the best parts of Ghost of Tsushima for me. Is this the same trailer? Can't tell, but yep. This is another one. This is another game that can keep us preoccupied, keep our mind off of the launch of GTA 6, and this comes out in October. So, absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. Another game that I'm gonna potentially play, and this is only because I've been into the Alien and Predator universe and franchise heavily recently, and I mean, Alien Firestorm can get for under $10 right now, and they just recently announced Gears of War is gonna be coming to the PlayStation this year. So that's another thing. So in prep for that, I might just play this because it will fulfill my need for things involved with the Predator/Alien universe. And looks like a decent game, especially for something under $10. So yeah, this is an option. This is an option. Alien Fireteam Elite. I might get this. I might get this. Cause you know, yeah, it's like $750. But yeah, in terms of gaming, those are the games that I would say is games throughout this year that we can play in the build up to GTA 6. Let's go into things outside of gaming that we can also look forward to.
It's been 30 years since the original PlayStation launched in Japan on the 3rd of December 1994.
Speaking of aliens, there is a new Aliens TV series coming out called what was it? It's on Hulu. Yeah, Aliens.
Mr. Hollywood. Hello. Have you opened your
Or Alien Earth official. Let's take a look.
He really gets it, Sergey.
This was a few years ago. But yeah, I've heavily been into the Predator Alien universe recently, so this is like right up my street.
From the darkest corners of the universe, each one a unique, deadly species. Monsters.
Alien Earth. And this is out in the summer. So this is out in the summer. And let me skip it a bit more. And yeah, I'm for it. I'm so for it, man. And this is why I'm tempted to get Aliens Fireteam as well. Just to give me that dose of the universe to play in. Yeah, this is gonna be dope. So this is something else. If you're into sci-fi or the Predator Alien universe, something else to look forward to in the build up or lead up to GTA 6, Alien Earth, coming out in the summer. I'm only hoping it's July, because Metal Gear Solid and Mafia is coming out in August. So if this comes out in July, then we're golden. We are golden. New species are complete. Now this is gonna be epic, man. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. So bear with me, because sticking to... Damn, why did that happen?
It's easy to go from home to holiday home.
Sticking to, like I said, the Alien Predator universe, we actually have Predator Badlands movie that's coming out. When is this coming out? November. I am so hyped. Like, I am really hyped. Was that actually a female predator?
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh, come on, let's go, man. Predator Badlands, let's go, man. This is gonna be very dope. And oh my gosh, why did that happen? If you think that ain't enough,
I didn't think you survived.
you think that ain't enough, oh my gosh, what is wrong with my controller? Oops. Bear with me.
It's easy to go from home to holiday home. Book with fuss-free flexible cancellation.
Let's see this. This is it. This is the one. This is the one. More from the Alien Predator universe. Let's find out when this is out. This is out June 6th, so this is next month. So yeah, with all this being said, there's plenty of things happening this year to take our minds off GTA 6. Like, so much stuff. June 6th. Oh, that is dope.
You are old enough now. It's time I tell you about.
And I love how the art direction gives me Blue-Eyed Samurai vibes. This is gonna be so cool.
We must kill us all.
That was cold. Oh no, that was cold. Predator Killer of Killers, June 6th. So, let me come out of this. So, with all that being said, we, out of all the months that may not have much going on, it'll be July in summer and November. Those are the only 2 months. In fact, let me get, unless Phantom Blade comes out in one of those dates, not to mention February next year. What was I gonna look up? Because I'm thinking what games, what entertainment. Well, Phantom Blade's getting a release date. Oh, that's it. Gears of War. Gears of War PS5. Gears of War Reloaded. I just want to get a release date. My fingers are crossed that it's July or... Okay, so August is stacked because this is out 26th of August. So August is stacked. Is actually, they're actually saying it's, yeah, hold on. I might put this on the wish list now if it is. It is. Yeah, and it's out. Yeah, Gears of War, and this will be out August 26th. Oh, this is gonna bring back memories. This is gonna bring back memories. So let's wish list that. Go to the wish list. So we got Gears August 26th. Mafia Old Country August 8th. Metal Gear Solid August 28th. This is definitely taking precedent over Gears of War. But after my time with this is coming to an end, Gears of War will fill the void for September. Or at least the end of September going into October, which will then lead us to... Wait, let me take this off. Which will then lead us to Ghost of Yotei, I believe. Yeah. So it'll be Gears of War until Ghost of Yotei. Once that's done, that leaves December, November available for hopefully Phantom Blade, and Silent Hill F, and that will bring us into the new year, and then the marketing from GTA 6 will really get into full gear. So yeah, those are my picks for things in entertainment. Media, from gaming, movies, and some series to watch before GTA 6 comes out next year. So this year is packed with things to do to take our minds off it, pretty much. The last topic I was gonna talk about was GTA 6 mechanics. Certain mechanics in GTA 6 that people aren't talking about too much, if at all, that I've noticed. I'm thinking, should I talk about it now, or should I talk about it in another stream? I guess I can allude to it now. I'll allude to it now. But I need one game, a very specific game, to make this point. Alright, bear with me. Drive Club. This is such a amazing game, and we're talking about a game that's 10 plus years old. In fact, when did this game come out? This game right. We'll just do one game, single event. No, just time trial, sprint, no, drift. Yeah, let's just do time trial. Because GTA is gonna be based in Miami, Florida. Damn, it would have been good if I had America as a track option. But we're talking about this game. Only real ones know about this game. This game came out in 2014. This is like an 11-year-old game. Okay, this is an 11-year-old game. Let's see races. Alright, so they're all gonna be the same. So I'll just use Canada for this example. Something sunny looking. Port of Vancouver. Maybe that one. Something that gives Miami vibes. We'll do this one. Time of day. Night. Actually, we'll just do random everything. Play. And I want to use the Maserati. Did I unlock it? I'm sure I did. Got that. Do I not have it? I refuse to believe it. I'm sure I got it. Here we go. Got it. Got it. I want to do an all orange one. If I can. Nope. Can't do orange. Alright, this will do. So oh, it's perfect, and it's raining. Now the reason I bring this up, the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because this is a 11-year-old game, and just look at the quality of driving in this 11-year-old game. My expectations for GTA 6 is that the driving, at least in first person view, is on this level. Matter of fact, just in general, Wait, is my controls better? Alright, so okay, there we go. So as I was saying, my expectations is that the driving experience of Grand Theft Auto 6, I hope to be on this level, if not better. In fact, I'm gonna even do something better. I am going to put on the same thing, but let's do race this time. Just gonna do one race. Which one did I do? I think I did that. We're gonna do this, but we're gonna do rain, right? And I'm gonna use the Maserati again. This is GTA 6 has been in development for 8 years, with a delay coming out next year, May. Grand Theft Auto is and should still be about cars. and there should be like a Fast and the Furious element to it, just based on the setting that it's in Miami. I just expect this level at the least. I expect this level of driving in Grand Theft Auto. Okay, that's not the... Yeah, right. Just look at how good this looks. For an 11-year-old PS4 game. And I say this, and I use Drive Club as an example, primarily because they've been producing Grand Theft Auto 6 right after the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2, and that means they were working on the game with PS4 technology at the time. This is what PS4 technology is capable of. And they are planning, as Strauss Zelnick said even in the CNBC interview, that they're hoping and planning to exceed expectations. Right? This is something that would exceed my expectations. Just look at the individual rain marks on the windscreen. Like, this is phenomenal stuff for a PS4 game. So, Grand Theft Auto 6, I expect this level, I'll be satisfied with this when driving in Grand Theft Auto 6. And I say that because my expectations, hopeful expectations, are realistic ones. They're not crazy expectations of things to hope for. I've made some leeway. I don't think I'm asking for too much, is my point. The driving experience of GTA 6 must be on this level. It should feel like this, if not better. So I'm glad to have used Drive Club as an example of what I expect of the driving experience in GTA 6. Oops. We'll use this. Yeah. What I expect the driving experience to be in GTA 6 is Drive Club level. And again, the reason why I use Drive Club as the example is because it's a phenomenal game that no other driving game has been able to touch or reach. They've come close, but for a game that's 11 years old that has dominated for that long is absolutely phenomenal and exceeded expectations. There's been a delay to polish GTA 6. Strauss Zelnick has reiterated time and time again that their plan is to exceed our expectations. They have been in development of GTA 6 from PS4 around the time of Drive Club. In fact, yeah. But Drive Club was out before, but you get the point. They was using PS4 technology at the time. So this is prior to PS5. And they was able to exceed even our expectations. They had no pressure on them. So when Drive Club came out, it was like a breath of fresh air, right? So it's not too much to ask. Just with the driving experience, the quality of the weather effects on the car itself when driving should be that level. That level. What I just showed in Drive Club. The next thing I wanted to talk about with GTA 6 was the I guess the muscles or the whatever type of engine or mechanic they're using for the graphics and the fidelity of how muscles sweat on the body looks on the characters, and the development of how sweat looks, as well as the muscle development as well. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Like I said, I'll cut it up into segments, so they will be out next week. In my next stream, should be tomorrow, I'm gonna talk more about the muscle mechanics, the how they're doing muscles in this game, because there is a clip of Lucia with a lot of muscles compared to her regular. Let me see if I can show you real quick. So this is him pretty bulky, right?
Love you, Jason.
Right, this is him pretty bulky, and then there's a scene of him where he is not. So there's that, but don't want to play it. There's a scene where she actually jumps out of the plane and she looks like she has been doing weights, but I'll get into more detail in the next stream. So give me your thoughts, your opinions, subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next stream.